Hey y'all, hey, happy Friday. Welcome back. It's Friday, and we are the Queens of the Ring. My name is Nik-J. This is my partner in crime, my ace boon coon. Boxiana, how you doing today?
It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood, friend. How you doing
Yeah.
over there? I see you looking real different this evening. You're looking like you coming to cut up. Should I be afraid? What you got to say today? Cause your whole everything is giving Black Force activity. Do detail.
Well, friend, it's been a lot going on. And indeed, you are feeling Black Force energy. But since we're standing, we're not standing, we're sitting. And you only get to see me from the half chest up. I decided to reinforce my energy. I had to go head on and, pull out my girls because that's how I'm feeling today.
I see
That's,
you got your H-Town shit on tonight.
that's how I'm feeling today.
What?
It's a lot going on this
Oh,
evening.
I see we both drinking wine of different colors.
It's going
We,
down today.
yeah.
Hey, Coach Amber girl, y'all come on in the room.
Coach Amber, you came. We so happy you
We
here.
real happy to see you, Coach Amber. Come on in the room. We got a lot to discuss, Coach
We
Amber.
do.
Hey, Miami. Miami says, woo wee. No conflicts tonight. I'm here for it all. Good.
All
Pull up
our
a seat.
people is here tonight. Ain't that something?
Pull up a seat. What's up, big snack pack in the house? He comes back and he says, salute to the mighty motherfucker LDBC. Salute. Salute. Y'all come on in the house. What's up, Blessed to Fish? Hey, Cackalack, how you doing? Hey, Brent Fox, how you doing? What's up, Nurse Lee in the house? T9's boxing classes in the house. Hey, Kizzy girl. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Supreme Beast Boxing. When I put these on, I did think about you. I did. I thought about you. I did. I thought about you a little bit. What's up, Keisha Sellers? How you doing? Hey, Frank from the land. What's up, woke? Jay Good. Really? Really? You from North Home? Oh, okay. All right then. What's up, Shawah Ali? I'm sorry. Shawah Allah, 77. My bad. Blame it on the alcohol. What's up behind the lens TV? Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. Hey, Bill. Hey, Mahari. Y'all come on in the room. Friend, your hair is really nice. I love those braids. Love that color. You're giving me real Janet Jackson, poetic justice right now. I'm
I'm
loving.
the dog bacon. It gives me dog bacon.
Friend, they're really cute. And
Fish,
don't call them begging strips. My dog used to love those. Don't they look really cute.
they look like dog bacon.
No, no,
It's okay, but I'm glad y'all love them. Fish,
no.
I don't. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. They
they're
look like dog bacon.
no,
Okay.
no. What's up, Boss Red 357? Shibby Ship Boxing slid on in. Comeback tool bag, GT Jones. Y'all come on in. Come on in the room. Hey, Brian C. Y'all come on in the room. Go ahead, start sharing. As you enter, make sure you hit the like button, please, and thank you. So, friend, before we get into it, I just have to ask, have you seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever yet?
No, my baby is gonna. We're gonna watch it together. Our schedules be busy, and the only time we get to have some alone time is when the kids asleep. So, I'm gonna watch it this weekend, maybe, but don't start talking about it yet,
Okay.
cause I
I
already know.
need
I seen you did your Wednesday review and you was deep into it. I was like, I'm not supposed to be watching this. I got out of there so quick.
Okay, very good. Well, when you watch, please go see it this weekend so we can discuss. What's up, Knockout Boxing? I see you coming through. And Judah Ben Israel, how are you? What's up, Phenomenal Mexican? Y'all come on in the house. Come on in the room. Have a seat. Knockout, I see you over there cutting up on Twitter, kicking up dust and whatnot. Brother Code 10, y'all come on in. So listen, if you haven't seen Black Panther Wakanda Forever yet, Go see it, y'all. I did a video on it, and I want y'all to get in my comments and tell me what you thought about it. But today, we about to get into all this good boxing talk, and there's been a lot going on. So what we'll start with first is Boxiana's one of her favorite fighters, Mr. Caleb Plant. Caleb has requested that there be a 22-inch ring size for his upcoming fight with Mr. David Benavidez. Friend, how do you feel about that? What are your thoughts? What is this all about?
He had that small ring when he was fighting Canelo, and he got knocked out. I think he needs some room to run and move and do all his angles and all that shit. I think it's some bullshit. I need some help to win, to beat this guy. I can't smart fight in this little small ring. I need some room. And I don't know. I don't think he's still gonna have enough for that pressure. David is a supreme pressure fighter. He gonna stay on your ass all night. You're gonna have to move and stay on your back foot and try to hit him with some kind of angle that's gonna knock him on his hard ass head, because that ain't no soft jaw. So he need all the help he can get. That's all I can say. And I don't know. Caleb Plant got really, really hyped up in the last couple of weeks because y'all didn't hype him up. Hyped him up really, really high because he knocked out 37-year-old Anthony Durrell. I'm going to call that boy something else. I don't know what I was going to call him, but I wasn't going to call him Anthony Durrell. He knocked him out. The man that wanted to retire. And you know what? Somebody said something. I remember asking, where did he say that? When did he say that? I'm going to go back and find that fucking fight, because the world heard him say, I know you're not deaf. Are you deaf? He said clear as day he wanted to retire, and his wife said no.
He did.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. Ain't that what them kids say? If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Now they be saying, on God. Yeah. Yeah, on God. I heard him say it was after a fight. He was doing an after fight interview, and that is what the man said. I'm gonna have to go back and find it, but yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Like, he wanted to retire. So yeah, Caleb Plant knocked him out. Hooray for him. I ain't hating on Caleb. Hopefully he can go in there and put up a really, really good fight and knock David out too. Hopefully.
I ain't hoping it, because I'm rolling with my guy, David Benavidez.
I'm rolling with my guy too. I don't give it. I want somebody to knock Caleb Plant ass out, and it's gonna be David. And you know why I feel the way I feel about him knocking Caleb Plant out. The only reason he has to knock Caleb Plant out is because Caleb decided to call him fat. When he called him fat, all the bets were off. Everything went out the window when he called that man fat. That was it. David better get in there and Gervonta Davis his ass. I want him to knock him out how he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, and I love Leo. I hated to see him get crumbled up in that corner. I want him to get crumbled up in a corner, not in the middle of the ring, where he got to fall down and he got to hit all the ropes on the way down. Just a reminder, don't ever call nobody else fat.
Well, I don't think it's going to serve the purpose that he's going for. I believe that those extra inches in the ring that he's requesting, I believe that is going to tire him out. If he had a really good engine, if he was known for having great stamina, I would say, okay, he's going to be moving around more. But I don't know if moving around more than he already does is actually beneficial for Caleb Plant, because Caleb gets tired, and he cannot. That is the one thing he cannot afford to do and think he's going to win this fight, is to move around too much and get tired quicker than normal. He's going to definitely go to sleep. So I'm very anxious to see if this works out in his favor, because to me, it does not. If he thinks he's going to be moving and getting out of harm's way, that's also going to mean he's going to be moving and he's going to be getting tired more. He's going to get tired quicker. And that ain't David's problem. David got a motor from back yonder, as my granddaddy used to say. He got a motor from back yonder. And I don't think that's going to bode well for Caleb Plant. We shall see. But I don't think that's going to help him. Like you said, friend, they've been hyping him up since he got the KO win against Anthony Durrell. You know, people are real big, real high on Breadman being in his corner. You know, they can see him sitting down on his punches. But while you sitting down, Mr. Benavidez is going to have some coming to you too. So we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We have a super chat from our good friend Amber. Amber says Plant needs to be worried about how tight or loose those ropes are going to be.
Oh, Amber, what the hell is your Abby? Is that Bud? Is that Budrick with a high top? What is that? I ain't got my glasses on. I can't.
That is Bud. I don't know if that's a high top or not, but that is indeed Budrick Dwayne Anthony Crawford.
Y'all play too much.
Yes, it is. Hey, Chance. I wanted my cousin, my little cousin, Chance. Chance, I'm drinking out your mom and daddy wedding souvenir. How you doing? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if those ropes being loose or tight, I don't know if that's gonna help him either, but I just don't think that ring size is really gonna matter much in this fight, but we shall see. We shall see how strategic that works out for him. We shall see. So moving along, y'all. It's a lot of hot topics we can talk about, but we're gonna say the hottest for last. I do want to ask you, friend, because there have been a lot of fights being made, being mandated, and we have still yet to hear who Errol Spence's opponent is going to be. We don't know who Jerron Boots Ennis's opponent is going to be. And we see they're putting out footage of Keith Thurman training. We don't know who his opponent is going to be. Everybody is speculating. Okay. But that's 3 big welterweight fighters. We need another dance partner in here somewhere. Friend, they've already said Stanionis and Virgil Ortiz has been mandated. So that takes Stanionis away. None of this has been solidified. We just guessing. What you think? Who do you think Errol Spence is fighting? Who do you think Boots is fighting? And do you think Thurman is fighting? And if so, who?
I hate to say it. I hate to participate in this type of talk, but it got to be said. I think Errol's going to fight Keith. I know. It's a fight that everybody want to see.
I don't.
Everybody still, I know, people still think Keith Thurman fans with their little tight t-shirts. They come out there squoles in them shirts that they made 7 years ago, and they root for their fan. Keith is weird to me. Keith been quiet. That's the only reason why I say, because Keith normally got a lot of shit to be talking, and then right before it's time for him to fight, he disappear, and then he come out with bigger shit than he talked his last fight. And I can see a good workup to this fight. Errol hates Keith. Keith's gonna be talking that shit, which is gonna only piss Errol off more, and he gonna end up with a shit bag because Virgil Ortiz is probably gonna fight Stanionis. That's what I'm hearing in the rumblings of the Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm hearing Virgil Ortiz and Stanionis. Keith Thurman with a shit bag. That's what I think is happening. I don't know about Jerron because everybody booked up Rashidi Ellis, but I heard he turned that down.
I heard Rashidi turned that down too. I don't. You know what? Let me not say I heard Rashidi turn it down. I just heard. I don't know if it was Rashidi turned it down or Boots turned it down. I don't think Boots turned it down. No smoke.
I think Rashidi and them turned it down
Okay.
because his coach Alex Roche was on. He was talking to the Boxing Voice. He was talking about, them turning down fights because the pay wasn't right. I do believe maybe they did turn it down. But why are y'all turning down fights? Rashidi Ellis need to fight
soon.
Something. He just fought. He just had a fight. But where's the competition for this guy that is great? Y'all are wasting him away. He can't turn down no fights.
That's in my opinion, he cannot. He shouldn't be turning down fights. But I can't say that because he's just getting his footing together where he got fights coming. He don't want to get in there where he has visibility and potentially get hurt and shit badly. So I don't know. I wouldn't turn down no smoke, but that's me talking on YouTube. So I don't know. But my biggest question is, because this is what I wanted. I listen, I want what Errol wants. Okay. So when Errol says he does not want to fight Keith Thurman, I freaking believe him when he said that. Okay. He said that ship has sailed. It's OVA is over. He's not fighting him. He's been very adamant about that, and he ain't lied yet. So I was really thinking, and he also says no tune-ups. So I was really thinking that he was going to go ahead and fight Stanionis, because Stanionis has been waiting patiently for his opportunity. And I think that's a good fight. We saw Stanionis fight. Stanionis is a good fight. Okay, he's a very good fight. I don't think he got enough for EJ, but he's gonna come to fight. So when I heard Virgil and Stanionis, I'm like, okay, but then there still leaves 3. Y'all, I'm really hoping, and I've been putting this in the atmosphere. I've been hoping that Errol is just gonna come through and knock the table over and shock everybody and go head on and fight Boots now. I've been calling for it. I feel like I would like to see it now. What we waiting for? Because in my mind, it could be the start of a trilogy. They could fight at 47. They could take it to 54. They could take it to 60. That's how I feel about it. So why not get it popping now? If he came through and was like, yo, this is what it is. Do you know how irrelevant somebody else would be at this point? That's what I'm hoping for. That is what I am crossing my fingers, my toes, and my eyes for. But Keith Thurman is getting ready for somebody. I don't know who. He's working on his abdominals. He's going to need to for either one of them. If he fights Boots or Spence, his abdominals are not going to hold up. So I'm not sure what Keith is preparing for. I don't know. But there are 3. I need to know who that 4th person is going to be to round out these fights.
It got to be some bullshit.
Who y'all think?
Well, Virgil is still open.
He's open, but they're saying Stanionis has been mandated. Nothing is set in stone, though. Let's say that nothing is set in stone, but apparently that has been mandated. So that takes him off the table. I don't know.
It got to be a bullshit 4th. It has to be a bullshit 4th because Jerron announced like a couple of months ago that he had a fight date coming soon.
And he said, I want to say he narrowed it down to December.
I think he said he was fighting in December too.
Yeah.
Let's check Twitter.
Yeah, let's check Twitter. While she's checking Twitter, thank you so much, Miss Sheena, for the super sticker. We appreciate it. And Coach Amber comes back. She says EJ will turn Keith into a kidney bag Thurman. And he will. And he will. And we have another super chat. Thanks, Boss Red 357. He says, Fight Hype just literally posted Keith training a minute ago and calling for Spence while y'all are talking. I think Fight Hype watching y'all. Probably. They probably are.
So he's 8 weeks out as of 3 days ago.
Boots.
He fighting on Showtime.
Who's the opponents?
He ain't say.
Who is the opponent? Yeah. Listen, John Norrie, I'm with you. That Hall of Fame gonna disappear instantly for Bud. If it's Boots, it completely nullifies. It completely makes Terence Crawford Irrelevant.
And
He
he went back into camp October 27th.
who?
Boots did. I'm scrolling through Twitter. He tweeting from camp. On 11/8, he said fight date and location officially locked in. It's time to eat. So, and 3 days ago, the fight was 8 weeks away. So, what's 8 weeks from today? Let me look at the calendar.
Ray Jackson says Boots is fighting Tank on Tank's undercard in January. Do we know this to be true? Because I thought he said December.
So January the 6th? Who got to fight January the 6th?
I think that's Tank. I think that's Tank. So
So
Ray may be right. Ray may be right.
he ain't fighting Errol on no fucking undercard for Tank.
No, he's not.
So we can hang that up. I'm telling you, the 4th is gonna be some bullshit.
Well, but wait a minute though. Because if he's fighting on an undercard in January, we don't know when Errol is fighting. He could be fighting on Errol's undercard. That would make better sense.
Because Errol wouldn't be fighting on no Showtime.
If it's pay-per-view.
But it was still, PBC would have had a handle on that first. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't have been.
Well, PBC fights on Showtime.
Yeah, but Showtime do their own separate announcing of shit than PBC does.
I know I'm tired of speculating. I would love for somebody to drop some dates for me. And speaking of dates, we're gonna transition that into anybody who was wanting to see Frank Martin but not really wanting to go see him in Minnesota. Apparently there has been a venue change, and our guy Frank Martin is now fighting in Vegas. So honey, we might be able to pull up. I don't know. But Frank Martin is now fighting in Vegas on December 10th. Okay. So it's some other stuff going on, y'all. It's some other stuff going on in the world of boxing that I want to talk about. We have breaking news. The Ryan Garcia and the Tank Davis fight has been agreed upon, and apparently they both are going to take tune-up fights. Let me not say tune-up fights. They're both going to take other fights before they end up meeting next year, mid next year. I think what they'll do if the fight actually happens is they're going to fight on Cinco de Mayo. I think they're going to try to make that the big Cinco de Mayo fight in May. But there's been so much hoopla because we actually have an opponent for Tank in January. Tank is fighting none other than Hector Garcia. So I had a bit of a chuckle to myself because I'm like, is he trying to follow Errol's little Garcia slayage? You know, Errol slays Garcias too. So, you know, it would be cute if Tank could actually slay two Garcias in a row, I thought. But for him, what do you think about this Hector Garcia fight? And more importantly, what do you think about this Ryan Garcia announcement so far out?
I'm proud. Hector Garcia is a fight. And I've seen all little slander. People talk shit. Hector Garcia won me some money. And he won me some good money because nobody was expecting him to beat Chris Colbert. So don't go in there thinking he just some type of slouch, because this ain't no slouch. And I know y'all think Tank is just good, but this is a good fight for Tank, especially if y'all want to consider this a tune-up. Hector Garcia ain't that good. Y'all want to count him out already? Fine. This is a good tune-up for Tank to turn around and fight Ryan Garcia. I don't care for the Ryan Garcia fight. I don't think Ryan Garcia is that good. I think they have hyped him up against late and formidable competition, and he's just beating them. But I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, I'm going to allow him to show me something. Because if he can't show me something, Ryan Garcia is going to get heavy criticism from me because I just consider him a bad boy, a pad man, all of those things. He likes to hit that bag and make it look real good and spicy. That's all he got. But everybody that he liked that Fortuna, he hit him with a left hook that nobody see. He's fast. That's because he punched the bag all damn day. So let's see if he can do that against Tank and hurt him.
Well, I'm with you, Miami Snoopy. I like the first Garcia fight better than I do the second Garcia fight. I have been on record. I don't even really like discussing Ryan because I think he's hyped up in all talk. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter, but he's nowhere near the upper echelon at 135. So I don't understand why he gets all the judge, all the extras that get put on him. He's not that guy. For me, he's not. I'm not saying he's horrible, but to me, I think Tank is past that. I don't think he's in the top tier of 135. Mr. Garcia Hector, he's coming off of 2 good wins. He's actually a champion at the lower weight class. I don't put too much stock into him coming up from 130 and coming up to 135. That weight division, to me, it's between 130 and 135. It's not that huge of a big of a gap. You'll get people to come up from 130, 135. That's expected to me. So I'm not tripping on that. He put up he beat shit out of Chris Colbert. Okay, he had Chris really running in the ring, really running in the ring. So I'm not discrediting him. I'm not going to discredit that fight. I think it's a decent fight. But for a fighter of Tank Davis's caliber, I expect more. What I will say is I'm going to learn to be patient because I guess it seems like things have a way of working themselves out. When Devin was saying he wanted to be undisputed, Devin did what it took to make the shit happen. So I've never heard Tank say he wanted to be undisputed. So I'm going to quit expecting him to want to make an undisputed fight. I've heard Tank say, or his people say he's a star. So he and Ryan Garcia fighting each other are perfect because Ryan is a YouTube star. I mean, a Instagram star. Tank is just a star, I guess, in a what Black calls an attraction. So I'm not mad at that fight, but it does nothing for me in terms of saying how good Tank is. Him beating Ryan Garcia does nothing for me. Him beating Hector Garcia really doesn't say much in terms of how good is Tank Davis. At this point, the fights that I want to see from Tank Davis to definitively say he's the best at 135, you're going to have to fight the best at 135. And right now, there's a guy that has all the belts at 135. He's the same guy that you got really upset about, saying, you might as well stay with your promotional company if you're not trying to do nothing different. You got Real Fight mad so much so he said, I'm gonna fight him next. Okay. But you making fights with Ryan Garcia 6-7 months out. How that work? How does that work? Right now, everybody wants to say Devin is obligated to fight Loma. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think Top Rank would gladly entertain Devin versus Tank. Gladly. That's just me though. Friend, do you think?
Nah, they want them belts off Devin. They want them belts off Devin. They want him to go back to Loma because they feel like that's where they belong with Loma. White Jesus, they love him so much. He needs to reign supreme. But Loma has to beat Devin to get those belts back. Now, do I want Devin take any more fights at 135? I don't. I want him to drop them belts. Now that he done got them all, the youngest to do it in a fashionable way. He went over to another country and took them bitches off a person. Twice. It don't get no better than that. Drop them bitches and make Loma fight for them bitches. All of them.
And make Loma fight for him. If Tank want him, make whoever fight for him. Make Loma and Shakur fight for him. Whatever. At this point. Because I really don't see them making a way or them even wanting to try to fight Devin. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I may be wrong, but I don't see it. And can somebody riddle me this? Because y'all seem to be very knowledgeable in the comments. Can somebody riddle me this? Is Tank Davis still with his promotional company, or is he a free agent? I mean, I don't know. Is he still over there with the money team?
I mean, it's really strange to me because he wasn't getting no fights like these with the money team.
I'm just asking.
Not nothing difficult. Not nothing that he say he wanted either. Okay, I just asked.
Yeah, if anybody can tell me, because this was a huge fight to make. This is a huge thing. They had Ryan already on Sports Center this morning talking about the fight with Tank Davis and it happening and whatnot. I'm just wondering, because now what I do know, this is what I do know. I ain't the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree, but I do know that Tank did not negotiate his own deal to fight Ryan Garcia. That I do know. So I'm just trying to figure out who he's working with to get this fight agreed upon. Can anybody? Yeah, no. Okay. Well, just wondering. So yeah, friend. I don't have a gripe. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna see what happens. I want to really see if Ryan and Tank actually fight. That's another thing. I don't know if I'm sure, if I believe that that's actually going to come to fruition. I don't know. We'll see. Do you think they actually gonna fight, or do you think this is just hushing us up for a little while?
I think they gonna do it.
Do you?
I do. I think that's a pretty big fight. A lot. I mean, that's a shitload of money. Tank brings some money, and Ryan Garcia is actually gonna bring some money too. He had a little help bringing some money, but this will translate, especially if they have that bitch in Atlanta. They have that fight in Atlanta.
If it's in Atlanta, we know it's gonna set. But that would happen without Ryan. So I'm thinking it should be in Vegas, so we really know. That's what I'm thinking.
Still, I think they'll come to Vegas. For Tank versus Ryan, for these new generational people, this the fight. And they're not there for the fight. They're there for the scene.
That's what.
They're not there for the fight.
No, they're not. They're not.
Glitz and glamour and all that shit that's going to be there.
And the girls.
Money in that building. They're not going to even be worried about what's going on in the ring.
No, they aren't. Which is that caters to their audience, both of them. They're not trying to fight for legacy or fight to stand on top of the division. Tank calls himself the one, and then he also posts gorilla emojis. I'm the big ape. Well, when I think of that, I think of big silverback apes that be beating their chests and, they let everybody know that they that guy. But they do that after they done beat up the other big silverback in the tribe or whatnot. You ain't beat up the other big silverback yet. So I don't really want to see you in there against one of the Cubs. I have no interest in that. None at all. QuestX says, good evening, ladies. Excellent show as usual. Thank you, Quest. Thank you very much. So, yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know about that. We shall see though. We shall see. The other thing, you know, that has had boxing in a chokehold these last few weeks. And I'm tired of him. I swear I ain't talking about him no more after this week. But the other thing that has had boxing in a chokehold for all the wrong reasons is one Terence Budrick Anthony Crawford friend. So in this week of the Terry Chronicles, he has decided to tell you and everybody else that y'all broke. Friend, can you read the tweet? And can you tell me what your response tweet was to that? Because Terry said y'all ain't got it.
Well, apparently Budrick has had a lot of time to spend today because he didn't have his ass on social media going back and forth with the goddamn people on social media today. So Budrick decided to say, the real flex is that I'm living life happy, paid, and a lot of y'all is sad, jealous, broke, and miserable. So I retweeted that and said, y'all gonna learn to stop calling people broke. I offered to buy 10 of your pay-per-views for 10 of your fans, and not one person hit me up for it. Now my broke ass finna keep my broke ass money in my own broke ass pocket.
Now, Terry.
Apparently, he's supposed to have been saying that to his haters. Since y'all love to call me a bud hater, I was gonna give to the cause. But a broke bitch like myself gotta keep my broke ass money to my broke ass self. So, you know what I'm saying? Since he said this is for the haters and they got a name for people that be talking about deflectors. That's what they call them. Some weird ass, challenging ass, hand to chest names. Don't call me no fucking. My name is Boxiana. Address me as such. I'm not no fucking deflector. I was trying to give to the boy cause. Some dude was like, he ain't gonna miss that money. Oh yeah, the fuck he will. Cause $400 and $2,500 make $2,900. And that's about all he gonna make on them goddamn pay-per-views. Cause ain't none of y'all buying that shit. Every last one of y'all is streaming that shit.
Well,
I'm sorry. I was trying to I'm broke. Now I'm really a broke bitch. Now I'm really gonna stream it. And I was doing this shit really to support Blue. But since Budrick put his foot in everybody's fucking mouth, including his goddamn own, I'm gonna keep my own broke ass money. So y'all didn't hit me up for the fucking pay-per-view anyway. Now I'm really not buying the shit because I'm just a broke bitch. Y'all bet Mel Charlo, he had to suffer the hard fucking way. We love him.
I mean, you gotta learn from other folks' mistakes, man. But especially when you're fighting on an app that nobody really knows about. Like Coach Amber says, y'all broke. By the way, buy my pay-per-view. Like, they don't go together. That doesn't go together. That doesn't go together. But what are you doing? What are you doing? Listen, I know the play. Bud ain't slick. Bud out here saying craziness every week. He's doing something every week so that we can keep talking about him. And that's fine. We'll keep talking about it. But we gonna see if that translates to buys. You got to give people a reason to tune in. David Evanesian ain't it. We ain't tuning in to see if he might catch you. We just, we're not tuning in for that. Okay. At this point, it's just trolling. And I really, read it again, because I really think maybe read it again.
The real flex is
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. Now, I don't converse with a lot of men, from day to day. But I don't hear men saying The real flex is, go ahead.
Yeah, he said that. He said that. He
Friend,
had a
that's him.
shit. He was fucking crying like a motherfucker because he miserable as shit. He got out. He back in. He out of them nice fancy clothes with that nice smooth haircut. He back in that grungy ass shit he was in. The Augusta clothes. Yeah, I bet you is happy. I wonder how happy you really is. He was punching her the whole time he was typing this shit.
But the real flex is, do you
Yeah,
know men that talk like that?
no, I, my grown man don't use no words like
That's
that.
what I'm saying. I don't know no men that say the real flex is. Now,
I,
women say it all the time. I'm thinking maybe Letitia took his phone
no,
and typed. No.
maybe that's why they always saying y'all want Bud talking. We no, we don't. No, we don't. Because this is the type of shit. You know, we got a friend group for everybody.
Who is he?
You know which one he is.
Who is he, friend? What
He's
friend is Bud?
he's the dusty friend, the one that's always saying sneaky, sassy shit when your girl around, and everybody be like looking at him like, "Why the fuck you say that?" Him. He's the dusty friend.
Miami Snoopy says Bud ain't worried about the buys. He got his guarantee. He insured his end regardless. He insured his end regardless of the success or failure, and that's what he's really after. I agree.
Well, he just fucked the shit out of goddamn BLK Prime. If you ain't never seen a company get fucked in public, you about to watch it BLK Prime because they guaranteed him money because they thought them fucking little dizzy ass fans, the ones that come in these damn chats, all on Twitter, them fucking Facebook groups, defending that bullshit he be doing. I wouldn't blame him, Bud. So y'all come in here with that, oh, y'all hate Bud. Y'all fuck that shit because y'all lying on my name. Because I had let Bud make it. My blame was on BoMac and his fucking belly button. I wasn't blaming Bud. Was I blaming Bud, friend?
You not initially. I want to know what you think now, though.
I think this is some bullshit. If Bud would have just stayed quiet, not done those interviews, we would have been all right. He fucked up when he started talking. Why his people, they needed to get that phone, crumble that bitch up like a piece of paper and throw it out the window. Cause you calling your fans broke in the midst of you got a pay-per-view coming up. That's really dangerous business. Cause a lot of people won't know how to determine that shit if you just read it. Who the fuck you talking about? Y'all just broke and miserable. Put some goddamn labels on that shit so people be able to decipher who you talking to. A lot of folks can't do that. I'm one of them people. Because when I see the word broke and y'all together, I feel like he's talking to me. You know when somebody say y'all, when your mama be fussing at y'all and you be like y'all, and you be like, it wasn't y'all, it was them.
Right.
That's what I feel like. Don't y'all me. It like who you calling broke? Because when you say y'all, I feel like you talking to me. And when I feel attacked, I don't know what I'm gonna say back. Especially when I gotta spend some money. And I plan to really buy those fucking pay-per-views, dude. Like for real, for real. Don't call me broke. That's out the window. I'm telling you where I'm watching it on the fucking stick. Where I was gonna buy it and then go watch the stick. Now I'm just gonna watch the stick.
Well, he told us that in the beginning.
Oh well, now get what he want.
He gonna get exactly what he prophesied, because that's what he said. Was in the discussion with him and Errol. I mean, they gonna be streaming the fights anyway. He already defeated. He already signed defeated. I don't like nothing about it. And no. I don't even want to get started on the interview he had with the lady. Like, dude, just be quiet. I think that interview was like 38 minutes. I don't think he mentioned his opponent's name once in that entire interview. You got a whole fight that you stepped away from. You should be pushing that fight like nobody's business. Instead, he took that opportunity. He took that time to get up there and basically try to just discredit Errol Spence. He tried to discredit Errol Spence, and then he tried to tell everybody why he's already in the Hall of Fame. What are we doing here?
You know what? You know what's funny that you said that? Somebody, I don't know who did the interview, so I'm sorry I can't give you your credit because I tried to give everybody their credit. Somebody ran up on Tiafimo. Tiafimo is sober because he said some real ass shit. I was like,
what is he, friend?
He's sober. He good and clean too. You can tell because he thinking with his fucking head. And I was like, Tio.
What'd he say, friend?
Smart. He was like, he fucking up his bag. I don't know what he's doing. He was like, I never would have said some of the stuff that he was saying. I was like, for Tiafimo to say this, because that motherfucker was just running his mouth. Him and Rolly both. They got loose lip disease. Jumping around, doing all that fucking flipping and shit, just exerting too much energy. He was like, yeah. He was like, I don't know about all this. This real questionable. I was like, you okay, Tio? Why would shout out to Fight Hub? If that, I think it was Fight Hub that rolled up on Tio. But yeah, like if Tio know you doing wrong, something up.
You doing wrong, dog.
Listen, that's like a crackhead telling you that you look like you smoke crack. A crackhead know another crackhead when they see him. Okay.
And a fuck up know another fuck up when they see one.
Well, that too.
Yeah. Quest X says Bud has a huge little man complex and it shows. I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that. And Coach Amber comes back. Coach Amber says, I'm convinced Bud been stabbed by his baby mama because he smiles when he lies.
Nah. No. You just can't trust. You can't trust people that wear jeans in the gym. That should have let y'all know right then what y'all was dealing with. And I wasn't mad at Bud first. I wasn't mad at Bud.
I told you I blame Bud. Hashtag blame Bud. We can't blame Al no more. Blame Bud.
No, I don't even. I wanted to blame everybody because I did say fuck them if they didn't fight. I did say that. But until that man started opening his mouth, and you know what? Bud fans are fucking weird. I was muting people on Twitter before we started this shit because I don't feel like I have to listen to bullshit. If I feel like it's bullshit, I'm not finna hear it. And we want to talk about grade, and they love bringing up Bud and his resume. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Plenty of Bud fans in here that watch this fucking show. How many champions have Bud fought at 147? Don't worry, I'll wait.
I'm not a Bud fan, but I can answer.
Okay.
He only fought one, and that's when he took that belt off of Jeff Horn. That was it. That's all I can. Now I might be wrong, but please let me know, Chad.
And Errol Errol got 3 belts, and he picked up 2 of them belts along the way. Why your ass ain't try to get one of them belts from somebody? Nobody? You didn't want to get one of them belts, and I don't want to hear no sides of the streets and shit. Because if the case was the sides of the street, Errol and Bud and all that shit, there's been plenty of cross-promotional fights.
Plenty.
Go ahead.
And I would have thought Bud would have really, really wanted a fight that BoMac said that they wanted long time ago. I would have thought he'd have jumped at the chance to fight Ugas because there's a backstory there. Ugas beat him in the amateurs, you know. He had a belt for you to take. That would have been an awesome fight. You could have come to the table with 2 belts. You probably could, that would have helped your argument for the money you was asking for, or what, I don't even want to say the money, the deal you were asking for. That would have helped your case out.
I just want to know how many champions have Bud attempted to fight at 147 besides that one. I've never heard him no fight Danny Garcia. I never heard him want to fight Ugas when he had that fucking belt.
I never heard it.
Keith Thurman got a little belt over there with him.
I don't know.
Anybody. I don't think I've ever heard him say anybody's name but Errol Spence Jr. Plenty of fucking fights for him. I've never heard, but can y'all tell me who? Did he ever say he wanted to fight Danny? What about what? I know we got Sean Porter.
I think he used to call out Keith Thurman. I think he used to call out Keith Thurman when Thurman he used to call out Keith Thurman because he didn't want to call out Errol Spence. That's what he used to do.
Who is this? Rolo in the photo. I think you were the emotional lady that I was arguing with on Twitter. And I'm gonna tell you this. We're not gonna avoid because I can talk now instead of doing all that typing. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. What I'm gonna tell you is y'all guy ain't never did shit at 147, but hold on to that one trifling ass belt like it was his last hoe in the street. He ain't tried to go after nobody else's after nobody else's belts. Y'all love bringing up this amateur shit. Okay, Ugas beat him in the amateurs. Why he ain't try to get his lick back at 147? Bud done built y'all up to this weird, I gotta defend this man at all accounts. Everything that he doing is showing y'all I don't want to fight this man. I'm a clout chasing serial killer, which is really weird because I don't understand the fact how he can go through all of this shit and y'all keep padding this shit up like it's cool, but let Errol Spence Jr. phase through 147 like he was doing, which he fought everybody. We're not going with Coach Amber. If we bring up him avoiding Mikey, then we just some fucking haters. We just here to talk boxing. I just want to know what champion Bud then went after at 147 besides holding on to that little bullshit belt like he got, like it's his life support. He can't let that belt go. Plenty of belts. Mikey Garcia wanted to fight him and Errol. He was calling both of them. He wasn't just calling for Errol. He was calling for Bud too. I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I read too much into shit. I don't fucking know. But I tell you what, it's been too long with the coat riding. Like, it's crazy around here. I don't want to say y'all dick eating, but fuck. Bob told y'all, and this was past the point where the relationship was good with them. He lost a shitload of money on Bud. Why would your promoter come out and say that shit? Eldon lost a shitload of fighters that then left PBC. There's plenty of PBC fighters that were then with the top rank. You ever heard a promoter say that about a fighter? Not Al Heyman. I don't even give a damn about coke ass goddamn Eddie Kane. What's that goddamn boy? Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya don't even be shitting on his fighters like that. He got a tendency to shit on Canelo. It's because he's jealous of him. And he missed Canelo.
He misses him. He does miss him.
Canelo.
He misses him.
So, like, ain't no other promoters out here shitting on their fighter like this. That man straight up said, I could have bought a couple of houses in the hills with the money I didn't fucking wasted on this man. It's a reason he said that shit, but we gonna avoid that because we Bud haters. I'ma just sip my wine in my cup because I filled that bitch up to the top tonight.
I just do you really honestly think, because I'm still not convinced that he fighting on BLK Prime on December 10th. I'm just not. I'm very skeptical about a lot of stuff right now. And I don't believe I'm not convinced that that's going to happen. Have the tickets have gone on sale. There was a
That's not a joke. That's for real. And shout out to Jake, because you know Jake gonna come clear shit up. They're not BOGO. BLK Prime has a deal with Groupon where you can get the tickets. It's not a BOGO though. Okay, that's what Jake said. So Donovan, I'm clearing your site news for you.
Oh, look who showed up. Look who showed up. Hey, Drink, how you doing?
Where we no
Ain't no line, Drink.
Ain't no line.
Ain't no line.
He pissed on the line. Really, he did. And I'm offended because don't say y'all and broke together. Y'all and broke ain't sitting right in my spirit. That's equal to fat. Fat and y'all and broke, and that's not no. Don't call fucking broke. Don't you know what? That's the thing about men. Y'all men is finna get offended. I'm finna offend the men because a lot of you men have a habit of doing this. Okay,
friend.
No. Okay.
Go ahead. No, I want you to do it. Do it.
My friend been working on me because
do it.
There's stuff I need to say to y'all. Y'all have a habit of not listening well. You also have a habit of saying stuff that don't need to be said. Yeah, it's a reason why your grandmama used to sit there and be quiet and look at you, because she was observing the room. You didn't know that. You just thought she was just old and mean and bitter. She was observing the fucking room. Whole lot of y'all need to read the room and the shit around y'all before you start speaking. Because what's going to happen is somebody's going to come through at one point in time and make you feel really, really bad about yourselves. It's not going to be my friend. More than likely, it's going to be me. Because I have a habit of going in these spaces and like listening to y'all talking shit. And in the spaces I'm in, like, I'm going to demand the shit that I'm dealing with. So, like, y'all really got to read the room. And y'all not reading the room well. Y'all not reading no context clues. All of this shit is sitting out here in your goddamn faces. And then you come in here and you're talking about, you're a hater. I got $25 million, friend, in a hedge fund. And they gonna guarantee us $25 million. And if we make their money back, that's an 80-20 split.
When he said that, I was done. What kind of math
That's just like your man being gone for 2 days. There's a man group, a house full of men. That's like your woman being gone for 2 days. And she ain't answered her cell phone when you called. She turned her location off. And then she come in the house 2 days later and she be like, oh, I went to my mama's house and that's where I was for the last 2 days. And you know her mama live up the street from y'all and you didn't see her car. It don't take no rocket scientist to figure out what's going on. How y'all not y'all didn't put that together? Y'all let that shit go way over y'all fucking head and then was like, oh, it's PBC fault. If your woman don't come home for 2 days in a row and she turn her location off, she ain't at her mama's house.
Well, yeah, Karma. That's that Nebraska math. That's that Cornhusker math. At this point, I kind of feel bad for. No, I don't feel bad for him because he's digging this hole for himself. He keeps talking, and I just want him to stop talking. And the latest thing, he's answering people that at him on Twitter. And it was a very interesting tweet that was made that I have to agree with. And I hate that it seems to be true. But our good brother KO tweeted and he asked both Terence and Ryan Garcia. And basically what he said was it seems like, given what we've seen here today, that Ryan Garcia has more heart than Terence Bud Crawford. And I cannot disagree. I can't. And Bud took offense, of course. And he responded, show me when you ain't seen me half heart. Budrick, you got time to be going back and forth on Twitter with folks? Bud, that's what we doing? Why you mad? Because we mad. You mad because we want to see the best from you. And we know David Avenesian is not going to do it. Okay. I'm cool with that. If that's how you want to finish out your career, if that's how you want your little career, if that's how you want to move in these boxing streets, that's cool. But quit trying to sell me on the fact that you're already a Hall of Famer. Stop trying to sell me on that. Stop that. Okay? Just do what you're going to do. Fight your little fights. And go ahead on and retire. Cool if you feel like you've done enough. They've casted your fist. You were at the last Hall of Fame ceremony. All of them were tugging on you like you were one of them already. They basically proclaimed that you're a member. Cool. Go on, man. Go ahead on. Fight this little fight and retire. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you at this point. I'm tired. I don't care no more. I don't care who you fight no more. I don't even care. I feel like you're wasted talent at this point. I hate people who don't live up to their full potential. Folks that don't even try. I can't stand a person who would rather not even attempt something because they're afraid of failure. That's what kind of vibe I'm getting from Mr. Crawford. I don't like that.
Drink, I want to say something to you because you listed out these list of names that people call Budrick and what did you say, Tar Baby and Nappy Head and Toby. I've personally seen Bud fans call Errol a drunk. All kinds of the pirate, all kinds of crazy goddamn names. But now Bud is exempt from being called names. Fuck that shit. Because Bud fans is just as ugly to Errol as Errol fans is to Bud. We're gonna cancel them names out. Because they all have an ugly name for other boxers. The drunk and the pirate shit, that shit run me hot. Because if people started calling Terence Crawford names like that, or digging some shit out of the history past, y'all being here boo-hooing crying. Because somebody could call him the convict. We ain't gonna do that though.
Coach Amber says.
Okay.
Coach Amber says Savannah Marshall has more nuts than Bob. Yeah, wow. Coach. We ain't mad at the clapback. But do know we coming with the thunder. Ain't nobody exempt. It's all good. And especially when it's not a lie. They can call Errol a drunk all day long. He got a DUI, DWI, whatever, flipped his car. That's the truth. If that's what they want to stand on, that's cool. But he did all of that and still ain't lost. He did all of that and still fought better competition. He did all of that and your guy still hasn't fought him. Okay, so what are we really talking about here? What are we saying? He's a what are we saying? I don't care. I don't care about Terence Crawford at this point. He is irrelevant to me. And I really, really wish that at this point, EJ would just knock over the table and go head on and fight freaking Boots. That's what I'm calling for. Fight Boots and really just erase Terence Crawford from the discussion at all. Because that would do it. He would be the last man in the NFL draft, Mr. Irrelevant. That's who he would be. So that's what I'm pulling for. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but that's my choice for Errol Spence's next fight. Go ahead.
Literally fucking delirious. Like, you know what? Bud fans are embarrassing. Like, the shit that I'm reading in the fucking comments, sir, you are an embarrassment. Like, y'all are embarrassing. I just said that Bud fans be calling Errol the pirate and a drunk and shit like this. And this motherfucker got the nerve to say, oh, well, y'all be calling, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I come in here on Fridays, I say this shit, and when I hang up on this shit, I'm gonna go to sleep. Like, y'all be doing this shit every day. Y'all reply to tweets. You get one tweet reply. Y'all replying in 5 and 6 and 7 and fucking tweets and shit. Say what you got to say in 132 characters or less. If you can't fit that shit into 132 characters or less, do not fucking reply. That shit is fucking lame. This dude is embarrassing, bro. And I wasn't blaming Bud. I'm blaming him now. He shouldn't have never said shit. And y'all knowing with this fucking weird booty ass defending shit that y'all be doing. Some of y'all don't even go hard for your kids like that. And in here embarrassing y'allself behind Bud. Don't nobody give a shit about that shit that much but y'all. Naming y'all fucking kids and dogs and mama name is Bud and shit. Stop that shit.
Friend, they name their mama Bud.
They mama name Bud. They mama name Bud. The dog named Bud. The kids is named Bud. They call their wife Bud when they getting some ass. Everything is fucking Bud. Weird ass fucking shit. I don't care that much. This is what we here to do. That we get paid to do this right here. You don't like it? There's a door. And maybe it might hit you on the ass on the way out. Maybe you ain't got enough ass to get you through. Either way, we gonna come in here. As long as this shit is a topic, we gonna talk about his ass. If y'all can't deal with that shit, there's a door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on the way out. Because we still gonna be talking this same shit when y'all gone.
Purd. Tevis Smith says, if you're a Hall of Famer already and don't need to fight Errol, then drop that belt and stop standing in Errol's way of greatness. Tevis, you said a word, but I'm going to tell you, like I've been saying, it's not his whole sole purpose to me, in my mind, and I've been saying this for a little over a year now. His whole sole purpose is to keep Errol from becoming undisputed. It makes his toes tickle for him to be the barrier. In my mind, he's sitting at home giggling about the fact that he's the one that's stopping Errol Spence from potentially becoming undisputed. He relishes in that fact. He's at home saying, nah, he can't get the belt. If I don't fight him, I ain't gonna never fight him. That's, in my mind, that's what he's saying to himself. He seems spiteful. That's the word I've been using for months now. And I don't know him from a can of paint. Okay. I don't know Errol Spence from a can of paint. I don't know none of these folks personally. But in my spirit, I feel like he is a spiteful man with a huge Napoleon complex. And that Napoleon complex has been confirmed by him. He said this about himself. He has a little man complex. Along with that comes spite. He does not want to be the one. He does not want to be the one. And it's too much like right for him to drop the belts. But I'm thinking if he actually fights on BLK, if he actually gets the payday that they have negotiated and that he thinks is coming, I think he will retire. I think he'll retire off into the sunset, because this whole media campaign here lately has been only talking about how he's a Hall of Famer already and how his career is already set and how he does not need Errol Spence. So it would not shock me one bit if he actually had this fight on December 10th. If he gets paid what he's thinking he's going to get paid, he's probably, that would be my next thing. I want him to drop the belt. Drop it and get the hell on. Get on. Y'all remember on I'm gonna get you, sucker. Y'all remember on Low Down Dirty Shame when what's the girl's character when Peaches was finna let old girl leave and she told her to get the fuck on and she kicked in the air when she was walking out the door. That's how I feel about Bud. Get on. Cause at this point, you neck and neck with Keith Thurman holding up the fucking division. That's how I feel about it. It's time for him to get on. Either fight or go on about your merry way at this point. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. Coach Amber came back and she said Bud's legacy and career was based on EJ outgrowing the division. You said a word. You said a word. Because who thought he would be here this long? And right now, he's really ready to go. You said a word, Coach.
Y'all wear them draws, at the pack draws at Walmart. That's what it's giving. It's giving pack draws from Walmart. Yeah, I care enough about boxing to be a professional commentator, sir. That's why we as good as we are. We come in here and we do what we're supposed to do, and we leave. Meanwhile, you'll be on Twitter for the rest of the night. You'll wake up in the morning, and the first thing gonna be on your mind is Bud. Before you even wash your ass and brush your teeth, Bud. So yeah, I care that much about boxing. I just, it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to watch them do this type of shit, to defend that type of shit. And like I said, I wasn't even blaming him. I wasn't blaming Bud. I was blaming BoMac. I know y'all was. And that's what you kept telling me. I am, friend. I wasn't. This was all BoMac fault to me.
Speaking of,
hmm.
you know, since Terence Bud Crawford is no longer with Top Rank ESPN, I do know that before, when he got the deal with Top Rank and ESPN, BoMac was his manager. He has been, Brian BoMac McIntyre has been eerily silent during all of this. Has anybody heard, seen high or low of BoMac? He is not hard to find. You're not gonna miss him.
Breath. He probably somewhere on the CPAP machine. Who knows? Either way it go, ain't nobody seen him out in the public. Maybe he went and had a BBL.
Now, friend, you being funny. I'm gonna say the man didn't have a BBL, but I would not be upset if he had some type of weight loss procedure because, and I'm not even trying to be funny, it looked like it was getting out of control and like it was way over unhealthy. So if that is the case, I'm hoping that the gentleman is maybe doing something for his health. If he got a lap band or something like that, I applaud that because
cool sculpting.
You play too much. See, I'm for real. Like I'm being so sincere. Like I'm being really sincere. It's uncomfortable at this point.
Lose weight before you can get the lap band. You can't just go in there and get that shit. You be a certain weight before
the doctor on my 600-pound life, he said, yeah, sometimes he make the people have to go on like a diet before they can actually get the procedure. But I don't think he was like 600 pounds.
I think he was like 650. And he ain't lost 50 pounds in 3 months. Unless he was smoking crack. No? Okay, well then I'm pretty sure he's still 657. He got a BBL and cool sculpting.
He did not,
He,
friend.
he
I'm
laid up right down his faja.
Tevis, this hurt. That's not me. I'm really listen. I really want him to like
You
get
think
that
he
under control.
house buster? One of them African sheet things that the moo. I bet he got a moo to walk around the house in.
Y'all, we finna go because she off the ma'am, ma'am, ma'am,
Wait,
ma'am.
and let's go ahead, friend. I bet,
Sincerely.
and he put that a shower cap on, and he be walking around the house looking like Missy, and I can't stay in the rain. Okay,
Okay, y'all. We went way off topic. Like way we weren't supposed to go there at all. But no, in all seriousness, I really do want him to like reel that in a little bit. Like because it's unhealthy at this point. Like I know everybody ain't supposed to be small, but I don't understand how you be in the gym as much as he be in the gym and don't kind of like reel that in a little bit. Would
it
I,
and it's too much to reel.
friend, do you have anything else for the people this evening?
But I know if they have to ever go in there and strip that shit off, just like around the sides. I watched the autopsy
Friend.
of a big person one day. And I got because every time I think about this, like it's a real deal, friend. Like they cut her open and like she had fat around her heart and shit. I didn't even know that was possible. Like, and now I gotta be serious. Cause for real, big people really gotta be serious about their health and their heart and shit. Cause that fat really will get around your heart. No, come back. I don't even mean it like that. I'm being serious. Like, okay, friend, I'm done. Lose some weight. That's what she said. She said lose some weight.
I'm just get healthy. Okay, that's really what I'm saying. And if that entails losing some weight, then so be it. But we be on here clowning and talking shit for real. We do. But I really am concerned for him because the last time I saw him, I don't think I've ever seen him that big.
With raisins.
Yes, this is a good Christian program. I really listen. I wish him well, but I am wondering where is he? Because we haven't heard, we haven't seen anything from BoMac. I'm really interested to see whose corner he's gonna be in on the 10th if Terence actually does fight on the 10th. Because I'm gonna be honest. I think he's gonna be in Keyshawn's corner. Keyshawn is younger. Keyshawn, he has the upside at this point. Bud got it. He been doing this for a long time. Does he really need BoMac in his corner for David Avenesian? I mean, BoMac, what he be doing in the corner, saying in the corner. I mean, he don't be doing that much over there in the corner. I think his training more so is in the actual gym than it is what he tells him in the corner. So I think if they both fight on the 10th, I think he gonna be in Keyshawn corner. What you think, friend?
I think so too.
It's one other thing that I wanted to ask you about, because it's a lot of fights being made, it's a lot of dates being made, and one of the rumors that was out there was we were thinking that maybe we were wondering who Shakur may fight next. And so one option was Pitbull Cruz. And then we learned that Pitbull turned the fight down. And then there were rumblings that he turned that fight down because he was going to have another fight with Tank Davis. It was going to be, a a rematch with Tank Davis. Well, that got nulled and voided today because Tank is fighting Hector Garcia. So why come Pitbull ain't want to fight Shakur? Because I did see a little tweet where Shakur called him little puppy. He ain't called him Pitbull. He called him little puppy. Since little puppy don't want to fight, who little puppy gonna fight? Who little puppy gonna fight and who Shakur gonna fight? Because Shakur needs a fight now.
He does. And I still think they might make that fight. They're trying to make a little build to it. But while we're talking about Shakur, I'm hearing in the rumblings that people don't think he is good as they say he is.
Oh no, not Shakur. Not Shakur, who can beat everybody.
I don't know where the article came from. It's traveling around Twitter where he said that he fought Nakathila scared because Nakathila got a little power. I was like, oh, you don't want to get knocked out. So, okay. We'll see. I don't know. I'm pretty high on Shakur.
I am too.
Especially after the Valdez fight, like he did very well. So I'm not sure like what the temperament is about, but yeah, apparently there's some little hate on Shakur.
Interesting. Miami says I'll say Keyshawn. He might actually get paid for that. Well, damn, Miami. Damn. Drink says, don't think the fight is happening. They want to see, they want to keep the Isaac Cruz scam going for a few more fights. I don't know. I just thought that was.
You don't think Pitbull is good? I don't know. That little bobblehead. He's small and compact. I don't know. Pitbull is just different from me. Like,
I don't know.
I don't see him Tank.
No, I don't see him beating Tank either. It was a decent fight though. I'll say that. It was a decent fight. I don't see him beating Tank, but it was a decent fight. We ain't slandering Shakur, everything boxing. We are not slandering him, but Boxiana was saying that she's heard a few people say that he's not all that he's being talked up to be. So we shall see.
Like I had to grow to like Shakur. And see, my thing is, if you got a little personality and I don't like it, I tend to look at you strange until I realize you can fight real good. And like I said, with Valdez, he showed me something. Like he made me a fan after that Valdez fight because he went in there and beat his ass up how he should have.
Yeah.
I didn't want him to knock him out. He did exactly what I thought he was going to do.
No, I'm a big fan of Keyshawn too. Not Keyshawn, I'm sorry. And I like Keyshawn, but I'm not a big fan of Keyshawn. He sassy like his big bro. Let me say that. I like Shakur though. I really do like Shakur. But I'm very interested to see where he goes next. He's moving up to 135. He's made that declaration. So seems like everybody's kind of tied up right now. But I love to see who he's fighting next. I love to see who Pitbull Cruz is fighting next. I don't know why they couldn't make that fight. Yeah, Gun told me he kind of sassy, honey. He a little spicy to me.
I got somebody for you.
Yeah, yeah, he a little sassy. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for coming out. Friend, go ahead and give us your closing remarks.
As usual, thank y'all for coming through. Hope y'all had a good time. I'm setting up something called Discord for us. It's a back ass. I don't know what it is, but they use it on the Boxing Boys, and it allows their people that watch the show to continue the show once the show is over. We might not be on it all the time, but y'all can continue if you want to. So if you got a phone, download the Discord app, and then we'll just kind of coordinate from there. Y'all can search the Queens of the Ring. I think you can be able to search it now. You should be able to search it now. So that way, like once we're done here, y'all can still continue, because it's 148 people in here. So y'all can get on Discord and continue to argue amongst yourselves. We won't be there, but y'all will. So that's what I
Damn, Miami, it didn't go well. It did.
what?
You'd have got my friend choked up.
Yeah, it choked me up. Shit. It choked me
Woo!
up. But
We
yeah,
gonna try. We gonna try.
we
Okay,
gonna
that'll be something we try because we ain't trying to bring on, folks on the channel no more. So
No.
we'll set up our little Discord and
Yeah.
see how that goes. And what it is a space where you can actually talk to each other. You can message as well, but there's actually a phone conversation going on.
Yeah.
So the
And
chat can talk to each
all
other.
right, I'm not gonna be on that shit like that with
No.
y'all. We'll coordinate a day outside of the days because I know y'all be asking us for more shows. So instead of we doing more shows, we'll do Discord and y'all get about 30 minutes out of us on Discord and be done. So download Discord, make y'all a little account, and then Queens of the Ring Boxing Talk, y'all can get in there and do y'all little thing. That's perfectly fine.
Okie dokie, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through this wonderful Friday evening. Stay warm. Be kind. Y'all be kind. The holiday season is upon us. Next week we'll be back. It'll be the Friday after Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be fat full, but we're gonna be in this thing talking that boxing like we do. And we will see y'all on. Will we see y'all on Sunday? We'll see them on Sunday.
Fighting. We didn't talk about him, but
yeah, Jaime is fighting. So we didn't talk about Jaime today, but Jaime Munguia is fighting, you guys. This was actually, since we talked a lot about Bud, this was actually the projected weekend that Spence and Crawford were supposed to fight. So it kind of left a hole in the boxing schedule. Nobody was fighting on this date because a whole bunch of folks thought they were fighting on this date. Anyway, so that's why it's kind of like dry in boxing this weekend. But we'll see y'all next week after Thanksgiving. We'll come back Sunday. If y'all really want us to, we'll come back on Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll
watch the fights. We'll come in here and talk about Jaime.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's Friday. So between now and Sunday, I'm sure some shit is gonna pop off for sure.
Some more boxing news. Right. Anyway, y'all have a great weekend. Like I said, stay warm. If you're somewhere where it's cold, the temperatures are dropping everywhere. And just be nice, be kind to people because you don't know what folks is dealing with. Mind your tone and delivery. And we will see y'all next time. Bye, y'all. Peace.